Good morning, everybody. This is Rajiv Singh from Whispir, Singapore, and I'm here to help you understand a very classic use case that we have in the industry today, supporting HR recruitment in a very seamless flow. And this entire use case can be achieved using a Whispir platform, and this actually shows you the power of the Whispir as a platform and as an organization, how we can assist you in your HR recruitment process, right? So the first flow that you see on the screen now is for a prospecting flow. What I'm going to cover as of this entire journey from a HR recruitment process is in case of prospecting, how do you target a new prospect, right? A new prospect is a person who is still looking for a job in the market, and nowadays, if you ask me, every 1 year on an average, people are looking out for jobs because either they are not satisfied in their current organization or they're looking for something interesting, right? That is happening in the job market. So it becomes very important. How do you target your prospect candidates? And with Whispir, what we provide you is an ability where you can send out your job notifications via a mobile channel, which can be reached to all of your prospects. And your prospects then can access the job intimation. They can open a microsite and they can access the information, what is the job opening all about, and they can show interest. So once they show interest, the HR agent gets a notification back via SMS, and the HR agent can definitely see the candidate details and basically schedule a screening interview with the candidate as per the request from the candidate. So once the HR agent confirms that, okay, we are good to meet at this time, a confirmation notification will be sent to both the HR agent and the candidate. So this entire journey that you see here will be achieved using the Whispir platform. And I will show you once we complete this presentation deck. I'm going to show you a demo on that, how it looks like from a user experience perspective, right? And you will like it, definitely, I will tell you. So moving on to, before we get into the demo, I just want to cover one more aspect of the recruitment process that falls after the prospecting flow. That once the prospecting is done, then how the recruitment happens, right? So you have identified your prospects. You already have a list of people who have given interest on a specific job profile that you have floated in the market. Now, the next flow is where you want to start the hiring process, where the first step in the hiring process is that you ask for some more details, like, okay, as of today, all these conversations are happening over phone, where you call your candidate, where your HR agent is spending a lot of time in calling the candidates, asking them to send email with the details. And this can be fully automated, where once you identify your list of prospects, you come to the Whispir platform, load all your prospects in the Whispir platform, and send a SMS blast to all of your prospects. And your prospects receives those notifications via SMS on their mobile phone. After which they can open the collect information form, which will be opening in a web form on their mobile phone itself. They fill in the details, and with their updated CV and the requested details around their experience level, their residential status, and also the salary expectations. You can ask for some more details if you want to collect. And the candidate then submits back that information, which comes back to the HR agent on your side. So your HR agent then has the flexibility of reviewing all the details that the candidate has submitted and qualify the candidate or reject the candidate. If the HR agent thinks that, okay, the candidate is not suitable enough, so he can just send a rejection. And the best part about this process is that as soon as the HR agent submits a rejection, the candidate is notified instantly, right? Not like in today's case where the candidate has to wait to know what is the answer. So this is very much automated, where whenever there is a decision milestone that is taken, the candidate is notified for that, right? So in case of that the candidate is qualified and is good enough, and the HR agent wants to qualify the candidate, then the HR agent can just send it to the hiring manager through our Whispir microsite itself. The hiring manager will be then able to get a notification with the list of the details that was passed by the candidate and also his updated CV. Hiring manager can review the details and then again set up an interview with the prospect candidate if the candidate is good enough. And as part of the interview, the hiring manager has the flexibility of setting up a face-to-face or even a video call interview through the Whispir microsite, which will send a further notification to the candidate with the detailed location of the interview and the time of the interview. And this becomes pretty exciting because just you see, everything is happening automated. There is no manual intervention till now, right? So it saves everybody's time. Even the hiring manager is happy that he's able to get notifications for prospect candidates in real time. And even the candidate is happy that he's getting notifications as soon as the decision is taken. Now, the last step in this recruitment process is when the interview is set up, then the candidate comes for the interview. And at the same time, the hiring manager also gets a notification saying that, okay, your candidate interview is set up at this time. Please be there on time and welcome the candidate for his interview. And also there is a feedback form that is sent as part of the notification to the hiring manager, which the hiring manager has to fill once the interview with the candidate is complete. And so the hiring manager does not have to go around to just find a feedback form and fill in the details because he has it on his mobile phone. That's the beauty about it. So he just completes the interview, fills in the feedback form, gives his decision, and the decision is communicated to the HR agent as well as to the candidate. And the candidate knows that as soon as he comes out of his interview, even when he has not reached his home, he knows that there is a decision taken. That okay, if there is a next step in process, he's going ahead with the final HR round or he has been rejected. So this is the entire automation process that is going to help the HR firm. And I think it's all the recruitment firms who are in the market, and not only recruitment firms. I think all the big companies who have a dedicated HR division. This is going to help them to drive the recruitment process in a more automated and seamless way. Plus, also, it is going to improve the user experience for the hiring manager, the candidate, and the HR agent who are involved in this process on a day-to-day basis, making their life far more easier, right? And also, want to mention that as part of this recruitment process, you will also maintain, from an organization perspective, you'll maintain a list of database of all the candidates who have applied to the position and who have been accepted, who have been rejected. So this is a very strong database. Since you have a list of candidates with their profile and with their CV, you can again retarget them in future if there are new opportunities coming in the organization. So now I want to quickly move on to the demo that I have for these two flows, starting first one with the prospecting flow. And the prospecting flow is where I'm going to target list of prospects. Like here it is a candidate, where the candidate receives a notification that, okay, so this is the job opening and details about the company. And the candidate can show his interest, like, okay, interested, upload his CV, and select a time for the hiring screening interview with the HR agent and submit it. At the same time, you can see that the HR agent receives a notification saying that, okay, the candidate is interested in this job opening and wants to have a HR screening interview with you. And the HR agent then opens the link in the microsite, review the details, and he can confirm or he can reschedule after going through the CV. So CV is attached. That's the best part. You can review the CV and qualify the candidate, and also provide a Zoom link to which he wants to conduct the meeting with the candidate. The candidate then receives a notification with the Zoom link. And on the date and time of the screening, the candidate just clicks on the Zoom link to do a screening interview with the HR agent. Now, the next demo that I want to run is for the recruitment process, where I have three personas: candidate, HR agent, and hiring manager. So the candidate, I'm sending a request for more information to the candidate, where the candidate is sending details around his notice period, his current salary, his nationality, and the reason for change, why he is looking out for a change, and all these minimal details that a company requires before they decide on hiring a new candidate. And as soon as the candidate submits it, the HR agent receives a notification with a microsite link, which when the HR agent clicks, will be able to see the details in a microsite, and then the HR agent can qualify it. As soon as it is qualified by the HR agent, the hiring manager receives a notification with the details of the candidate. The hiring manager can go through the details and finds that, okay, everything is good, and I can qualify this person for the next round. Then the hiring manager can also set up an interview, which can be at a specific date and time, and the mode of interview can be either video call or face-to-face. In this case, it is face-to-face. So the best part is we have also a location calendar, a location component, which when you select, you can select the exact location of that interview. Now you can see that the candidate receives the notification, submits his interest, and after that, there is another notification goes to the hiring manager, where the hiring manager will receive a notification with the confirmation details from the candidate with the feedback form attached. And here is where the hiring manager provides the feedback about the candidate after the interview is done. And in this case, you can see the hiring manager is very happy with the candidate, approved the candidate for the next round, and then the candidate gets a notification instantly that, congratulations, you have been selected for this position, and our HR agent will reach out to you for the next steps. So this was the journey around prospecting and also around the recruitment process.